Today, I'm going to show you how to create animated cartoon videos, just like this one.
I'll go first. What has one head, 1 foot, and 4 legs?
One head, 1 foot, and 4 legs? I don't know, but I'll guess. Is it a bed?
That's right. A bed has a headboard, a footboard, and 4 legs.
Kids love them because they're fun and educational, but here's the secret. Lots of creators are making them to get millions of views on YouTube and make money too. And the best part? You don't even need to be an animator. With just a few AI tools and some hard work, you can generate everything: the script, voiceover, and even the characters to make complete stories. Let's get started. The first thing I'm going to do to create a story script. What I had in mind was 2 kids telling each other riddles. So I came here to Gemini and asked it for some help creating a short story for kids, under a minute. Then it gave me this about the 2 kids, asking each other riddles and trying to guess the answer, going back and forth. And that version was pretty good. But I asked it, can you do it again with some different riddles? And it did. So what I'm going to do now is take this information and use bits and pieces from both of them to actually create a small script for my video. So once I get this written, I'll show you what the final product is. All right, so I went through what Gemini gave me and I made a short story. Here's what I ended up with. I have 2 kids, Jenny and Tom, and they are having fun asking each other riddles, going back and forth. One will ask and one will answer. So this is what I'm going to be using today. Now I'm ready to go on to the next section, which will be actually recording the voices. I'm going to record my voices. I'm in 11 Labs, and I'll take my story and drop it in piece by piece and record each separate voice. I'll start with my narrator who's starting the story. For him, I'll choose Brian. So I'll go to text to speech and choose Brian. I'll put this here. When I'm ready, I'll click on Generate Speech. Next, I'll download it. I have something at the very end too, so I'll record it next the same way. Then I'll click Download, and there are my voices for the narrator. Before I go any further, I'll change the file name so I can remember which one's which. Now it's Narrator 1 and Narrator 2. I do this to be organized, otherwise it's very easy to get confused when you get a whole lot of voices recorded. Now, I'm going to go to the next character. But first thing, I need to choose her voice. I'm going to use Gigi. So then I'll paste all her text in line by line. Now, I'm going to take the text for the girl and add it in here. Now, you can see everything she says. I just grabbed all her text here and put it in there. Then, I'll do exactly the same thing for the boy's narration. I hope that makes sense. Once everything is recorded, hit Generate and Download, then relabel the voices so you'll know it. That way, when I put it in Canva, I can chop it up as needed to fit my story. Time for the next step. Now, I'm going to make the pictures for my video, so I've come to this free AI generator called PicLumen. I'll log in and then start making my pictures. Now that I'm logged in, you can see what it looks like inside. This is a free AI art generator, but they also have premium options. Here are a few examples of the artwork others have made. To make your own, click on Create. These are a few things I've already made. I'll show you how I did it, so you can make your own. Here is where describe your image and give it your prompt. For this example, I'll use the same one I used yesterday. Just work your way across. When you see this, pick your mode. I chose this one. Then choose your aspect ratio and how many images you want. You can do 1 or 2 for free. Then click Enter. Now it's making my art. Here are the images that it just made. If you'll click here, you can download it, or here you can remix it. Here's where you upscale it and more. Now I'll download them both and go on to the next step. Now, I'll animate my characters in Adobe Express. I'll put the link in the description below. You have all kinds of options to choose from in here. First, I need a narrator, so I'll choose this guy. I'll choose a custom color for the background. You can't download a transparent background on the free plan, so make sure you choose a background. I'll get rid of it later. Now I'll add this voice. Now it has recorded it. Let's listen. Nice. Now I'll download it. Then I'll do the same thing for the other characters. I'll record the second narration the same way. I'll do the same thing with all the other characters. I'll choose this girl. Remember, I had all her lines one after the other, so I'll split them in the video later. Now I'll download it. I'll also make a recording with her, with just silence. Go to Browse, choose Silence, and record, then download it. I'll do the same exact process with the boy character. Once you have recorded all your characters, it's time to go to the next step, putting it all together. Now I'm in Canva. I'll click on YouTube Video to open a new project and add a few pages. First, I need the narrator, so I'll grab the first one and pull it into the uploads. Now I'll add him here, then I'll use the background remover, which is a paid tool inside Canva. I am using a paid account. If you don't have a paid account, you could sign up for a free trial or use another free background remover to do this. I'll put that there. Go to Position Layers and move it back. I'll make him a little bit brighter too. On to the next scene. Now I'll work with the characters. First, I need to break them up into separate talking sections. Here's how I'll do it. I'll leave the background white and click on this and make it a little bit bigger. Now I'm going to split this longer page into individual pieces by cutting it up. I'll listen to it, and every time she pauses, I'll split the video. Watch me as I work. Once I finish with her narration, I will do the same exact thing with the boy's narration. Now I'll upload the silent characters. These are made to fill in space when the character is not talking. I'll change the background color a little bit, so now I can tell them apart from the talking characters. Now I will put my story together, kind of like a puzzle with a lot of pieces. First, I'll add my playground background images. Basically, I will be mixing talking characters with the silent placeholder ones to create the story.
So now let's put the story together. I'll show you how to do the first section, and then you can just repeat the process for the rest of your story. Now let's make the first actual scene with the characters. So I'll go here. This is where the girl first talks. I'm going to copy the first one, come back to page 1 and add her in here. So I'll click her. I'll put her there, then I'll add a short silent character girl at the very beginning as a silent placeholder. Now I'll get the silent girl character and copy her. I'll take her back over here and kind of overlap her to start, so I can see where she's at compared to the other girl. If we use this little trick, it's easier to see where they're at, and it makes placing them easier and the movie look better. You want this new one to actually be on top like that for a second. Now, I'll shrink this part down. That way, we'll start with a pause. Then we're going to take the page and shrink it down to match. Now, we'll add the boy. So let's go grab the silent boy first and add it to page 1, since the girl is talking in this scene. So I'll copy him and come back to page 1 and put him there. This is where she's asking the question. Now it's his turn to answer. Let's add a background for the next scene. Go ahead, lengthen it a little bit. Now I'll get boy number 1 because he's answering her. The easiest way to get him in the same spot is to go back to the first page and paste your new boy on top of him. Just make sure you get him in the right place, then copy that. Now delete him and add him to the second page. So now he's going to be talking. Shorten it to match the voice. Now we'll add the silent girl. So get the silent girl and place her on top to help copy the location of the earlier girl, then delete it. Now go to the new page and paste it, and it should be in the same spot. Time for the last part of section 1. Add the playground to a new page. Now get the second girl answering the question. Match her up like before, then add her to the page. Get the silent boy and do the same thing. Make sure he's in the right place. Let's watch it.
Jenny and Tom were best friends. They loved playing together, especially when it involved riddles. One sunny afternoon, they sat under a big oak tree, ready for a riddle challenge.
I'll go first. What has 1 head, 1 foot, and 4 legs?
1 head, 1 foot, and 4 legs? I don't know, but I'll guess. Is it a bed?
That's right. A bed has a headboard, a footboard, and 4 legs.
Jenny, listen to this one. What is full of holes but can still hold water?
Full of holes, but holds water? That is so weird. Is it a sponge?
Yes! You're right. A sponge is full of holes but can still hold water.
How about this? What has cities, mountains, and water, but no houses, trees, or fish?
That's a hard one. Cities, mountains, and water, but no houses, trees, or fish. Is it a map?
You got it! A map has all those things, but they're just pictures. Great job.
My turn. Okay, here's one. What has a heart that doesn't beat?
A heart that doesn't beat. Is it an artichoke?
Nope. It's a playing card. Playing cards have hearts, and also diamonds, clubs, and spades.
Tom and Jenny high-fived. Riddles were so much fun, especially with a friend. They decided to keep playing riddle games every time they got together.
Okay, the whole first sequence for the story is complete. Now just copy this process over and over until you finish your story. And you're done. 2 characters talking to each other in a conversation. That's amazing!
If you enjoyed this video, please remember to like it, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends. Until next time, keep creating, keep innovating, and keep making it with AI. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.